For most businesses, writing product descriptions feels like a chore, right? It's that last boring step you have to get through. But what if that little block of text was actually your most powerful, most untapped sales tool? Well, in this explainer, we're going to show you exactly how to make it one.
I mean, this quote right here just nails it, doesn't it? It perfectly captures the stakes. Your product description is so much more than filler text. It is the final pitch your customer reads before they decide to either click buy now or just click away forever. It's one or the other. There is no middle ground.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to walk you through a complete 6-part framework to get this right. And this isn't about just tweaking a few words here and there. No, this is about a fundamental shift in how you think, from just describing a product to actually selling an experience.
First things first. Before you even think about writing a single word, you have to know who you're talking to. Seriously, if you try to write for everybody, your message is going to end up connecting with nobody. Your whole goal here is to zero in on your single, ideal customer.
Think of it like this. Vague, generic copy is like a weak, diffused flashlight. It spreads a little light everywhere, but it has no real power, no impact. But copy that's aimed at one specific customer? That becomes a laser beam, cutting right through all the online noise to connect directly with them.
All right, so now that you know who you're talking to, it's time to change what you're talking about. And this is a big one. It means shifting your focus away from your product's dry features and toward your customer's desired feelings. It really all comes down to this. People don't buy a drill because they want a drill, right? They buy it because they want a hole in the wall. They are buying the result. So your copy absolutely has to answer that silent question in your customer's head: how is this going to make my life better?
Okay, so now we get to the fun part, the actual writing. And the key here is to sound authentic, to sound credible, not like some sales robot. And that means you have to ditch all those empty, cliched phrases that customers learned to ignore years ago.
Vague claims like high quality or best in class, they're just meaningless. Come on, every company says that stuff. Instead, you need to prove why you're the best. Don't just say your jacket is waterproof, say it's 67% more waterproof, and back it up. Now that is a claim a customer can actually believe.
All right, let's put this into practice and see how it works. We're going to take a really simple product, a jump rope, and we're going to build a compelling description from the ground up, focusing on benefits and proof, not just the features.
See what's happening here? The headline isn't lightweight aluminum jump rope. No, it sells the result. The customer immediately gets the core benefit, a powerful, high-intensity workout they can do absolutely anywhere. It speaks directly to their goals.
So we've nailed the what and how of writing clearly. But now we're going to go a level deeper and get into the psychology of persuasion. We're going to tap into some seriously powerful cognitive triggers that build desire and make your product feel, well, irresistible. Okay, we're going to focus on these 4 key levers right here. When you use these correctly, they bypass a customer's rational brain. That little voice in their head saying, "Do I really need this?" And they speak directly to their emotions and desires.
It's funny, science actually shows that when customers can vividly imagine owning and using a product, they start to feel like they already own it. So prompt them. Use the word imagine. A candle isn't just wax and a wick, it's the feeling of ease and sophistication on a late night in Paris. See the difference?
So what's with this number? 20 times. Why does that matter? Well, it's because research shows that stories are 20 times more memorable than just plain old facts. It's like our sales radar just turns off when we hear a good story. So tell a mini story about your product's inspiration or the problem it solves.
Words that appeal to sight, sound, smell, taste, and touch. They engage more of the brain and create these powerful cravings. Reading this description doesn't just tell you about a cheesecake, it literally makes your mouth water. It manufactures desire through visceral, sensory language.
You know how it is. When we're not sure what to do, what's the first thing we do? We look around to see what everyone else is doing. This is an incredibly powerful driver of human behavior. So by showing off reviews, testimonials, and ratings, you're basically telling new customers, hey look, all these other people love this product. You probably will too.
Now here's the hard reality. You can have the most persuasive, most beautiful copy in the entire world, but if it's just this giant, ugly wall of text, forget it. Nobody's going to read it. Great copy needs great design to actually sell.
People don't read online, they scan. You have to remember that. So your job is to make your key benefits absolutely impossible to miss.
Use those descriptive headlines, break up your text with easy-to-read bullet points, and use lots of white space and a bigger font to make the whole page feel way more approachable and easy on the eyes.
And that brings us to our final and maybe most important section. You have to test everything. Never, ever assume you know what works best. The only way to be sure is to test. Write different headlines, run A/B tests on your descriptions, and let the data tell you what's working. Believe me, your customers will always vote with their wallets.
So, I want you to go look at your own product pages right now and ask yourself this final, critical question. Is your copy an active, hungry salesperson building desire and trust with every word? Or is it silently pushing your best customers away? The answer? Well, it could change everything for your business.